15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Switch. 22 needle. Goal pink. I got you.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Get that quarterback and all call. Hey, check Mike 6. Don't get nervous.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
I don't think you got it, son. Check three. 43 rail. Steal, black.
Now Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 7.
Check. Watch twist. Go set.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. It's going to be a long day. That's a long day. 22, Mark 22. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Escapes the defender, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
On 1st down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Let's go, baby. Mike,
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 31, check 31.
Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Give me some. Here we go.
On first down, Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Second and 10.
Check 55. Alert. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Crunch.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mark 55. Mark 55. We ain't giving them nothing, sir. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him a... Across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block.
Throwing now is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
Like 22. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Like 22.
On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen's throw is complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To throw, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Touchdown! Cole Beasley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
Go, go. Yellow, go. Blue, go. Hey, green. 44's the mic. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo. Watch, switch. Blue, check. Opposite, green. Check. Yellow, lining.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8 coming up.
Check 24.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Check. 52 blasters. Check. Green Jack. Mike, 49.
Tua going to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
49, guys. Mike. Check 26, check 26.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Grant on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double. Switch. Out.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Go. Half 85. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
What we got?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Mike 38, Mike 38. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hatchet, hatchet.
Switch, yellow.
Shit.
Ready.
Here's Gaskin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Just like that. Check 3, check 3.
Goal pink.
Motion, check, check, check. Shift.
Hey, blue. Slice blue.
Mike.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Shift, shift.
43 rail.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. No. Off.
Check pink.
Watch out.
Black shot. Go red.
Play.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, red.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Red, cycle.
Ricky.
Yellow, go.
Mike, 6. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this underneath to Henderson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff, Henderson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Green. Go. Black Ultra. Cut.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You're not ready. 38's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Yellow, zoom.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He's checking crap.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he finds Beasley complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback. Keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Gregory Rousseau brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Trouble, 38.
Switch.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Fury, yellow.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Good job. All day, baby. All day. That's it, baby. That's it right there.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.